Hi everyone. We're doing math today, and as you can see, we are going to work on the number 9. I turned the ghost lights off because that's what was giving the glare today when we did the calendar. We're just going to talk about the number 9 right now, and that's why we call this math lesson a number talks. We're just introducing the number. Most of you guys already know what it is, right? But I have to say, when I was testing kids, the most of you guys knew your numbers at least 1 through 10, but if anybody missed one, it was usually 9. Some kids called it 6. Okay, so let's take a peek at it, okay? This is what it looks like, right? It's this. It has a circle on the top. It has a line down. I'm going to move this, but you can see what some people called it a 6, because if I turn it upside down, look, that looks like a 6, doesn't it? Okay, and then some kids called it a P. All right, now if it was flipped around the other way, it would be a P. If you say P, you gotta really think, because we're doing numbers right now, okay? It's not a letter, it's a number, okay? So P would not be a good answer, would it? Even though sometimes, when you first see them and you're testing, you're nervous, and the first thing that comes to your mind is P, but that's a number 9. Let's do the poem. Circle on the top, add a straight line. This is known as number 9. This is how we spell 9, N-I-N-E. This is showing you 9 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 5 looks like the dots on a dice, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more in the middle is 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. That looks like a square because there's 1 in each corner. So to me, that reminds me of 5 on one hand, 4 on the other. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good. All right, this shows us a little more about 9. I'm going to move this over here. This shows us what 9 looks like. This is more of how we make our 9. Circle on the top, add a straight line, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's 9 again. Here's 9 tally marks, which we'll do in a minute. Here's 9 unifix cubes, or little cubes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here's 9 in a 10 frame. Now, if you go over here, sorry, I have to grab my marker. Okay, if you look at this, this is 9 in a 10 frame. And boys and girls, it's pretty exciting because look, we started on number 1 and we did number 0. And when you look at this, our 10 frame's almost filled up. It just seems like a few weeks ago when we were still on number 5, and all of a sudden we're on number 9. We're going fast now, aren't we? All right, so you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom. I just showed you that. 5 on the top, 4 on the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? You also know this is 9 because if there was one more blue one here, that would be 10. So in your head, if you think, well, I got black on my fingers. If you have 10 fingers, we have 10 fingers like this, and I put 1 down, I've got 9. 10 take away 1 is 9. So there's 2 ways. It just kind of depends how the kids' brains work. Some kids see that 5 and 4, 9. Some kids see it 10 take away 1 is 9. And then some kids have to count. They have a hard time seeing it. Now I will show you, let's count first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What I was going to show you is if I take this 10 frame away, it's actually a lot harder to count, right? Kids might really actually have to come and touch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's harder to see that empty spot. That's why we use the 10 frame. It's a way of organizing, and it creates kind of an image in the kids' minds, and it helps them to think quickly. Now, I went ahead, because we're going to be using the red ones later on in the week, I went ahead and arranged these 2. Now, can you guys tell how many there are without counting? See, that's much harder because they're arranged in a circle. So kids might look at that and say, oh, there's 10, or oh, there's 7, or there's 12. It's harder to guess when they're like this, or if they're just mixed up, if I mix them up like this. Okay, that's harder to count when they're like that. The easiest way to count is if they're in a line, right? Either one whole line, I don't have room, or, some here like this. Then it's much easier to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're done with the top row, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to go ahead and put them back in that circle. So when I tested the kids for their progress report, there was some counting, and this is kind of a district thing. We kind of wish it would only go up to 10, but it goes all the way up to 20. So some of the kids, it didn't look like they did very well on that counting test. That's because they can't count to 20 yet. They're probably missing, maybe they skip 14 or skip 15. They get mixed up in their teen numbers. We wish they would have just given them to 10, but we can't really change the test unless the district decides to. Anyways, this is called a circular array. That was on the progress report. This is tricky, and I told the kids, okay, don't get mixed up. I don't care if you start here or here or here, but don't get mixed up, because kids will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, they started here, but then they forget where they started, and they start counts. I even had kids go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You know, they just don't know where to stop. So I said, put your finger on the one you start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you see anything on homework pages or the work you're doing in the packets and it's in a circle, make sure you stop. Start wherever you start. You've got to stop before you get back to that one. Okay, I was going to show you 9 tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, we put the slash on there. 6, 7, 8, 9. This also shows 5 plus 4, just like it does here. 5 on the top and 4 on the bottom. Okay, and then I was going to also, I think I'll save the rest for another day because I want to move over here. That was kind of a long number talk. We're going to work in the yellow folder again. So while I'm moving this, you guys could get your yellow folder. Let me move this down very carefully so I don't bump my camera and have to start all over again. There we go. That should be good. Okay, yellow folder right here. And you guys will notice that we're almost done with this. And then we've got the 9 packet, we have the 10 packet, we have some comparing numbers, and then we are also we have a lot of Go Math left, so we're gonna be good till the end of the year here. Okay, I'm gonna get the packet out, fold this, put it away because I like to work here and on top of the packet. All right, I'm gonna start with my pencil. The first thing we do is always the same. Pick it up pencil and write your name. Su nombre. Your name in Spanish, su nombre. All right, now I could trace this with a pencil or with crayon. All right, N-I-N-E. If it was letters or numbers, if we were doing handwriting page and we had to write again, I would definitely want pencil. But since we're just tracing, I don't care. And then down here at the bottom, there are how many? Do you guys know what that fruit is? They're not apples. They are the funny shape, kind of skinny on the top and the fatter on the bottom. Those are pears. Okay, and how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So after you've traced this, you kind of have the hang of it, and then you've listened to me up there. Circle on the top, add a straight line. This is known as number 9. If you do it in pencil, if you make a mistake, you can try it again. Okay, then I'm going to color my pears. Now, I'm only going to color 1 for now. You guys know what color pears are? They are green. They start out green. But if you try to bite into a green one, they're kind of sour and, real crunchy. So you want to wait till they turn almost yellow. What I'm going to do, I think I'm going to outline my leaf with a dark green and then color it in a little bit lighter. I'm going to start with the light green. My crayon's broken, but hopefully yours is not. I'm going to start with the light green and I'm going to add, well, maybe I'll go yellow first. I'm going to do the yellow, but I'm going to put a little bit of green in there too because I should have bought a pair to show you guys. They do have still some green in it, the light green. So I'm going to kind of just put a little light green in there too. And I'll go finish coloring them later, okay? And again, if you guys wanted to trace this with crayon, that is fine. We're going to trace the numbers on the next page. The only thing that has to be in pencil is hopefully your name and the number 9 down at the bottom because you're not tracing it, you're making it all by yourself. And then here's my nice pear and I'll finish coloring those later. Okay, now we haven't done this one for a couple weeks, but I'm glad it's here for 9. Like I said, I did not put these packets together, so all the packets were a little bit different, but that's okay. I think the kids have had plenty of practice. I'm gonna get one of each rainbow color, red, orange, yellow, green. Let me get a blue, let me get a purple. If you want to add pink, that's fine. Rainbow tracing. Rainbow tracing should be at least 6 colors, okay? Sometimes I tell you 3 is okay. just to save time. But on these, I want you to do all 6. So you start on the dot, circle on the top, add a straight line. This is known as number 9. Now it's faster if you go ahead and do all of them first. So I've got 6 9s. I'm going to trace them all in red. Okay, now I put my red down. Okay, we've been doing this for a while, but I still see kids who don't follow directions, so I'm going to go over it again. Now I'm going to trace the same 9s with orange. Circle on the top, add a straight line. This is known as number 9. Now this really does look like a P, a backwards P. Okay, they go the opposite way of a P. Now, I just broke this. I guess I pressed too hard. All right, now I do the exact same thing, but now I'm doing it with yellow. Circle on the top, add a straight line. This is known as the number 9. Now I'm going to do my green. So when I'm done tracing, I'm actually tracing the same line 6 times. So you should be a number 9 expert by the time you're done. I'm going to trace it with blue. And sometimes kids, because they don't want to go over the top and mix the crayon colors, they start going wider and wider. You don't need to do that, okay? I can still, if you traced it with 6 colors, I can pretty much see all 6 colors on there. It'll be nice and thick. All right, now since I have purple on my hand, I'm going to go ahead. You do what? How about your favorite color? Trace N-I-N-E. Okay, when I can sound that out, it has a silent E, just like our new sight word this week. N-I-N. We worked on N 2 weeks ago, so you guys know that. N-I-N. The E makes the I say its name. If the E wasn't there, that word would be nin, or ninny. It's n-ine. It makes a long I sound. Okay, we're going to do 3 pages because this is super easy. Super easy. It says circle the right number. It does not say to color, so you don't have to color unless you want to. I'm only going to do a few because it's so easy. This is a review of number 6, 7, 8, and 9. There's no number 10 on here. There's no number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I think the kids should touch with their finger or with their pencil or even put a little check mark by them so they don't get mixed up. And the numbers here are 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a good one because we do have some kids who get 6 and 9 mixed up. So if for some reason you do, I was trying to think if we had a number line anywhere. I think there might be one on the back of that red folder. I'm going to take a peek and I'll let you know the next time. If you have a number line at home, let them look it up. They need to look it up and see the difference between 6 and 9 because, practice. Practice, I told you guys the other day, I heard practice makes perfect, we say all the time, but practice makes progress. The more you do it, the more progress, and pretty soon you won't be forgetting. Okay, let's just do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or you could say 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. 4 and 4 is 8. So you circle the correct number, and that's it. 3 pages, okay? Good job.